Welcome back everyone to more Standard on Arena with me, Autumn, aka Rainy the Witch. Good to have you all back for 6 standard deck. I've always loved this Roots deck. We played it on stream once before, but someone just top 16'd a regional championship a couple weekends back with this exact 75. Haven't changed a single card. And I'm excited to give it another spin because I really like this one. For those who don't know, this deck is all about Insidious Roots, which when creature cards leave your graveyard, you get plants that make mana. We have a lot of things that remove creatures from our graveyard. We have, we have our Mavericks that remove themselves. We have our Molt Tenders that remove things. Our Tyvar puts our creatures from the yard into play. Overlords, Agatha's Sword Cauldron. All these things are triggering our roots, getting us plants, growing our plants. On top of that, though, we have a combo with this card, Osteomancer Adept. If you have Osteomancer Adept Insidious Roots Tyvar in play, you tend to win the game on the spot. You get to cast creatures from your yard. Every one you cast, you triggers the roots twice, because you're paying the scavenge and you're casting the card. So that gets you 2 triggers, which gets you 2 plants. Your 1 mana creatures are putting you plus on mana. Your 2 mana effects are neutral, but maybe help you fill the yard up in the case of Overlord of the Balemurk. Your Gorehounds are getting triggered to refill your yard. Real sweet. Yeah, the Tyvar can also bring the Adept back from the yard. The Tyvar plus the roots can sometimes be enough without even needing the Adept. Really sick deck. Really enjoyed playing it on stream last time we gave it a spin. Excited to give it another go. We are certainly keeping this hand. We have the turn 1 elf. Get our overlords online. Nice and fast. We don't have root Insidious Roots, which is bad, but like obviously if we had a Roots or Tyvar, which hand would be more exciting, but it seems hard to mulligan this. Way too easy to hate this deck out. It's weird though, because like Ghost Vacuum isn't very good against this deck, right? You need very specific kinds of hate. Like, you need like your Enchantment Destruction and you need Rip. Yeah, you want Enchantment hate, indeed. Right, opponent on an island. Blue red. Okay, so they're probably, yeah, they're Cutter. I'm playing the actual best deck in Standard. So, probably just want to get my Overlords ticking, I guess. Oh, we get back a Tyvar. That's so good. If I play Mite and they play Cutter, we get to blow up Cutter. If I play Maverick and they play Cutter, we don't get to go Mite plus Tyvar next turn. Although maybe we want to hold the Tyvar because we don't want Tyvar to just die. I might use the Maverick to dig for our roots, because finding our roots next time would be so absurd. Oh my god, there we go. Very good find. Do I want this Soul Cauldron? I feel like it's pretty good. Sure. We definitely want the roots though. Roots is perfect. I guess there's a chance we could go Roots Overlord next turn, and then we're just milling the Soul Cauldron. It's not exciting. Means we see 1 less card off the Overlord. Yeah, Soul Cauldron could be triggering Roots, it's true. Be pretty nice. They're going for a stock up? Oh my god. Giving me breathing room. Let's go. Oh, we get turn 3 all to ourselves. Start making plants. We're definitely casting this Roots. I could go Tyvar plus cast Roots, but that seems like a way to have my Tyvar die, so let's not do that. I could Maverick to get a plant. I could also Overlord to get a plant. Seems good too. I think I'm gonna Maverick and then play a Mite. If they kill the Mite, I don't really care. Like, obviously it can kill the Cutter, but then they're not killing a Mana Dork, so... Yeah, I think the Alchemy Roots deck is really good. I kind of wish I'd played that in the qualifier weekend. I really respect the Alchemy Roots deck. It just combo kills so easily because of Chitinous Crawler. Get a Cutter token, then get a show off. We're still on 20 though. Doing pretty okay for ourselves. Yeah, Storm Chasers. They are representing some very good pressure next turn. Worth noting. Alright, they hit me. Place Tyvar. I feel like Tyvar is a pretty unique card, but maybe there's some. Like Tyvar kind of just does everything, right? This deck gets back your Osteomancer and gives the haste, and triggers roots in like the fair games. Right, we're on 14. It's saying go. Interesting. I feel like I can't combo kill safely this turn. I'm probably just meant to like have a value turn to set up for doing busted stuff next turn. I probably want to kill the Cutter, I assume. And then I want to not expose my Tyvar, so I can go like Overlord. Overlord Soul Cauldron. Just set up a little bit more, not play into their open mana. People tried Tyvar, but it never really found a home when it first came into Standard. Or maybe I want to play the Soul Cauldron first. Play around Spell Pit. I figure there's a good chance I'm playing it out anyway. So they might pierce it regardless. Oh no, they bouncing the roots. Oh my god, that's really smart. The very smart line. And now this doesn't make mana. Oh, Arena didn't give me priority to tap my mana. That's crazy. Common Arena L. Oh my god, that's actually so brutal. That Arena doesn't give you priority to tap your mana. Actually crazy. I could have recast my roots. Instead, I am probably gonna die. Very annoying. Yeah, I guess you have to be careful about that in the future. Insta-Flood more very good against Insidious Roots as a card. And Insta-Flood more. Oh my gosh. Insta-Flood more is a pretty crazy one. Can't be denied. God, I think we'd be in a really okay spot this game if I had tapped that plant, been able to tap that plant for mana. But we are not. 11. Then this is 5. This is 16. I can just narrowly survive if I exile this Overlord, I think. Question mark? We got a 1. Now there's a Maverick in the yard. I'll get the Mite, destroy the roll. That's so smart, Civ. Oh my god. Yeah. That's crazy. Wait, why does the fish tap for mana? Creature tokens. Oh my god, they gave me a mana dork. That's crazy. I'm just taking game actions and hoping it works out. Wow, that was so brutal. Well, I guess I'm gonna take this. Oh, but now I don't have stuff in my yard. I have to surveil into it. Yeah, I think this is not quite good enough, right? Not quite good enough. We're so close to killing them. If we... Maybe we would have had it if we'd had that extra 2 mana from last turn, right? We'd have been able to mill a bit more this time. We're just like a little bit short. Ugh. Annoying. I mean, that's just one of the things you learn when you're playing a deck for the first time in ages, right? About the weird ways Arena can screw you over if you're not careful. We running any reach in the main? Not really. We want to bring in the Skyfisher Spider seems great. The Swarmweaver also seems pretty interesting. I could bring in the Stormbrood. It doesn't seem amazing. Probably want another Haywire Mite. These Harvesters are very good against their, like, critters, but they're pretty bad with our critters. I think they're more, like, anti-rod? Question mark? I just want to cut some of the, like, the long combo stuff and be a little bit more fair. Oh, that makes sense, Civ. Yeah, the insight. That's a good point. You missed the FF card reveal. There's no FF card reveals on the stream, so maybe the Revenant's kind of nice. Try this. Game 2. It seems fine. It's not exciting. It doesn't have the roots, but I said it's probably meant to play Verge on one in case I drew Swamp this time. Just get my Overlord going. You can get back a Molt Tender and cast it. That sounds pretty good to me. Start filling our yard a bit more. A mana dork for casting the spider. Seems good if they play a cutter out anytime soon. Alright. Let's go Gorehound, Osteomancer, Millicard. Or keep a card, you know. All options are viable. Is I really don't want to mill this. So I might as well attack with my Molt Tender? Question mark. Alright, dead Osteomancer, exiled even. Yeah, the Mana Dork beats are real. So real. They're stocking up. That's so good for me. I get to untap, slam this Roots. Draw a card off Maverick, draw a card, well, not draw a card, make a token off Maverick, make a token off Molt Tender. Real nice stuff. Yeah, we'll exile the Gorehound, make a token. This forest. I don't know to what extent I should be trying to like play around Pyroclasm here by like growing plants. Oh my god, finding another Maverick, huh? Wait, if I use the Maverick, I do notably not get to cast as a Osteomancer. Seems fine. Take our value whilst we have it. Do I want second roots? I already have one. And I kind of don't have a whole lot more graveyard stuff going on at the moment. I honestly think there's a wild I might want to get rid of this, but I guess I'm gonna keep. Looking for Tyvar, yeah. If we keep the roots, the Osteomancer does get to surveil one off the Gorehound. Yeah, this board is killing them fast. Yeah, they have a lot they have to clean up here. Danger. That does not seem like a great start. Sleight of hand resolves. Is it with Silex on the side? Amazing. Let's play this, get our surveil. Oh, they're bouncing the roots. Okay, it's actually giving me priority this time, fine. I don't know how many of these to tap. We kind of want to attack them as well. I think tapping a couple is good. Oh my god, it gets me a surveil. Let's go. Oh, I really want to draw that, right? I guess we're just gonna keep that on top and just do a bunch of attacking this turn. Eight, sure. Cast another one. Get in for 7. Good luck, have fun. Game 3. Roots has proven the superior Golgari deck. Indeed, indeed. Alright, I should do my usual little announcements. I haven't done them yet today. If you're enjoying the stream, please make sure to give me a follow to know when I go live. I stream standard on Arena most Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Schedule's been a little shaky recently because my life has been very busy, but I try and get in streams when I can. And you'll know when I go live if you give me a follow. There's a link to my YouTube up on screen and soon to be in chat. My editor does a great job of uploading my VODs to YouTube. Lots of content from the past few months of standard over there to give a watch. I also have a Patreon. I write for my Patreon once every week or two. There's strategy articles, sideboard guides, matchup guides, all sorts of stuff like that over on my Patreon. Currently, there's a guide for standard Is It Prowess over there. I'm hoping to give it another update, probably in a week's time, when I have a bit of a breather. Do one final update before Final Fantasy releases. So if you want to be able to play that deck in sideboard with it and know some of the ins and outs, worth giving a look. I'm also going to be putting up some Eldrazi content that soon for Modern, because I've been playing Modern Eldrazi at some tournaments recently. Went 11-3 across 2 tournaments at the Axiom weekend in Birmingham a couple weekends back, and then I won my RCQ with it 2 days ago as well. So I've been crushing it with Eldrazi. Expect some Eldrazi content soon for anyone who plays Modern. Thank you everyone for watching. Good to have you all here. Game 3. Let's go. This is a mulligan. This is pretty good actually. What am I putting on the bottom out of this Gorehound and this Osteomancer? They're both really nice. Also, this elf, I guess, is also in the discussion. We only have 3 Osteomancers. They're a little bit hard to find. But I guess I'm gonna get rid of it. This is like literally kind of the whole combo. I think it's elf. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering that. The elf's really nice, but kind of wondering that. Might be incorrect getting rid of the Osteomancer. Oh, looks like we might be about to be torched. Oh, just no turn 1. Okay. Sure. Take it. They have a Slick Shot, which is very good at dealing with this Tyvar, unfortunately. I kind of just want to get roots down. And attack for 1. The extent that attacking for 1 will affect the outcome of this game. Here's the Slick Shot. Very spooky. Very spooky individual. I think they might be considering bouncing the roots. They're going for a sleight of hand first. And a monstrous rage. This is 8. Puts me to 11. Pretty spooky. I guess the fear is that if I go for Tyvar and they have a Spell Pierce, we get completely dumpstered. Not clear that the other lines do enough, though. This is the tricky thing. It's so easy for them to have lethal next turn. I guess Overlord plus Haywire. We get rid of the roll, we gain 2 life. Maybe we live. Still considering bouncing the roots by the looks of things. Get a Harvester. Doesn't quite answer that show off, unfortunately. So let's go Haywire Mite, and then we can blow up this roll, and that's like +3 life. Maybe stops us dying. Yeah, they are flood mooring the roots. This does mean we get a fish, which does tap for mana next turn. That is something, right? Like getting to tap the fish for mana off the roots. Real nice. If they don't have a negate. They basically need rage if they want to kill. They have rage, then they currently have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we'd be on 12. So double rage would kill me, or like rage plus burst lightning, or rage plus 2 other spells. Are kind of the combos they're looking for. Back 4, 4. So if I Haywire Mite now, they could be slow rolling the rage. And then they get the roll token. But the flip side is if I Haywire Mite now and they don't have the rage, we go +1 life. I think I kind of want to Haywire Mite now, because I think the 1 life actually matters a lot. Go to 12. Take 3, go to 9. Swamp off the top is so good. That gives us 2 painless black sources. We're gonna cast Roots. We're gonna hope it doesn't get negated. Okay, that's very nice for us. I guess I can now cast Tyvar. Tyvar resolves. Being now minus to get a plant. And a Rubblebelt Maverick, phenomenal. Alright, so we get back Haywire Mite. I sure hope it does. Plant. Puts us back, it puts us up to 3 mana. So now if they have Rage, Protect, Slick Shot, we have Harvest from our Harvester. We can play over the top of it. I guess I'm gonna use this Maverick to make another thing. The counter on my 2-3? I don't know. And then say go. Force them to act first. Alright, wow, they didn't do anything. Crazy. I guess the problem is now they can just attack Tyvar and not even have to pump. Because Tyvar's on 1. Flip side is they need to not die to my board. So, you know. And if they had double rage, they would have killed me last time. Very unlikely they had that in hand. Burst lightning on Tyvar. Okay, so we have to. That means we're forced to go for the harvester now. We just need to hope they don't have double rage. Play over the top of this Haywire Mite. Well, I guess even double rage doesn't do it, right? It becomes an X1, and then the Haywire Mite goes to destroy the roll, and there's never a chance for them to, like, have that work out for the... Oh my god, what? That ain't big enough. Crazy. Okay. Feels pretty acceptable. Still, the 94 man. I'm very well aware 94 is not a prime number. I can figure that one out. Thank you, Phil. Appreciate you. Hell yeah. Right, they're on 8. Threatening lethal next turn. 94, famously the only even prime number. Other than 2. They have deployed a slick shot. Good luck, have fun, friend. Oh, they have Into the Flood more. Okay, that one's actually good. The problem? They have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you kind of need to draw something. Llanowar Wastes is not something of note. Well, do I ever hold back a ground critter because of Cutter? Wow, if I put my counter on a different plant earlier in the game, I would win this turn. For some reason, I put it on the biggest one. Very hard for me to imagine giving up 2 damage would cost me the game. Put them to 3 instead of 1. But in exchange, like a Swift Spear is less spooky, a Cutter is less spooky, although the Cutter isn't spooky because of Haywire Mite anyway. Do this, put them to 2. Then it's like basically impossible for us not to kill them next turn. And we at least have 1 chump blocker back for like a Swift Spear. We just have to hope this Slick Shot can't get there. We're on 6, virtual 8, so it's pretty hard for this to get there, but it definitely can. Great card. A tense first match. Second Slick Shot. Does that make Rage lethal? I think that makes Rage deal Xaxes. It also makes Burst Lightning deal. They don't have it. Let's go. Never close. Oh my god, that was such a sweat of a first match. That was so much. This is certainly a keep, even if it lacks the namesake. There's some good digging going on. Another prowess gamer, okay. Ooh, we find a Tyvar. Do I want to Overlord? You up tended molts. Indeed, indeed. Hey shops. Go for the Overlord. Do some milling. Find the Osteomancer. Exile this forest. Play this Maverick. No roots to be found. Do I want this second Tyvar? Second Tyvar means I can cast the first Tyvar without having to add. Has some value. But it's also not like a terribly exciting card outside of that. I think I meant to keep it. Are they going to brick on land? That's crazy. Do I ever want to block with Maverick here? to have it in yard. You have the land. Oh no, it's okay. Nothing to be nervous about, but no worries. That makes perfect sense. Go for a mill. Get back this Maverick. Digging for this root. Now my opponent has to try and attack down Tyvar, but we have 2 blockers. Obviously don't want to block with Molt Tender if I can help it, but... Okay, they have a flyer. Looks up a slick shot attack. To us. Might as well mill. There we go. That is the card. How does the Thrillseeker work with the stack? It's for the combo kill. I will explain the combo kill in a moment, but the combo kill is very cool. Okay, that's elf, I guess. Cast an Osteomancer and force that. Appreciate my content. I really upped your aggro understanding. Oh yeah, I love to hear it. I'm glad you enjoyed the mouse bits. I should play some more mice at some point. I like so much fun. Hey, Mono Red's been doing well recently. So Thrillseeker is the combo kill. So if you have Osteomancer, Tyvar, Roots in play, every creature you cast with Osteomancer gives you 2 plants that may have haste. So if you cast a 1-drop, you go +1 mana, and your plants grow twice. You have a Gorehound in play whilst you're doing this. You mill 3 cards each time you cast something. So you're only going -1 card in yard. But so you only need like a little bit of extra help to actually be going plus cards in yard. You get to mill your entire deck, make your creatures like 30 or 40 power, make like 15 mana, and then use that mana to Thrillseek your opponent for lethal. The line we might be about to do. We play the Tyvar. Oh yeah, you can put Thrillseeker in the Cauldron. So true. We have a Gorehound in the yard yet? We do not. So I guess I should start by playing my Gorehound, question mark? I don't know if I'm allowed, if I can have enough cards to justify doing that yet. Still kind of new to this. Let's get back a Molt Tender. Get 2 mana in play. So I can cast the Osteomancer. I can exile a Haywire Mite. Should have cast the Gorehound first. That was a big mistake. Also probably not. Activate the Osteomancer. Cast the Maverick. I guess this is a little weird. I don't have that many creatures. I still go neutral mana. Let's put this in the yard. In the yard. In the yard. You play another Gorehound. Yeah, get rid of a creature. In the yard. In the yard. Alright, I just have to click fast enough to not time out more than anything. Oh, are we like running out of mana almost? I have to exile a card? What? Why just one? Oh, for Tender, right. That makes sense. I sure hope I still have the Soul Cauldron in my yard. I do not. Oh my god. That's so bad. I'm just having to click so fast. Oh no, I'm actually gonna lose this. Obviously, I have like deterministic lethal here. I just don't have time because I got rid of the Soul Cauldron because I'm having to rush to like race the arena clock. I don't know. I'm just gonna time out here, right? Sucks. Very annoying. Obviously, we have actual factual lethal, but it is what it is. Hopefully my opponent can't kill me. That would be very impressive if they couldn't with 2 slick shots in play. Yeah, I guess I misclicked on the Cauldron at some point. This needed an abort into killer slick shot with Thrillseeker. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm inclined to agree. This is not like the most stream-friendly deck I have ever played. Okay, that's... They need one more spell to kill me? Maybe they just don't have it. Maybe they're savagely slow rolling. Wow. All right, then. We won. Let's go. Sometimes you just get incredibly lucky. You know? Sometimes. Well, maybe I'm not allowed to board out so many cash grabs because they're important to grab my roots. I'd not really considered that. That kind of makes sense though, right? Maybe boarding it out a bit too aggressively. I'm too used to hating cash grab because I've played so much Simic Crabs, where it's the worst card in the deck. But it actually is like pretty good in this deck. Am I ever allowed to keep this? It's pretty mediocre. I know on a mull on 7. Yeah, just because our good hands are so much better. Like when we have the roots and the early action. I almost want to get rid of the elf. That's probably crazy. I gotta try Cutter Beans. I do. That deck seems very up my alley. I do gotta give that one a spin. Alright, drawing second Maverick is a disaster. We barely even wanted the first one. Honestly, it's possible I meant to trade for the Otter here. Or was meant to trade. Like, what is this elf doing, you know? But hopefully we get to chump block with a Maverick instead, and that'll be pretty nice. Tyvar. Hello, friend. I really want to be filling my yard, but I think Tyvar's a bit too good to get rid of. Oh, Overlord can get Tyvar back. True. I guess we don't want to cast Tyvar next turn into this onboard slick shot. So maybe I could have got rid of Tyvar and saved Tyvar for later. Kept digging, kept filling the yard. Right, here's the cutter. Kills the Haywire. Definitely firing off a chump block. Frick. Actively want it in. I get to go roots. And just play out another Maverick. Get another chump blocker in play. Second root. God, the Swarmweaver is so nice, but so nice for blocking the slick shot. If I wanted to kill them next turn, I would have to lead on Tyvar. I would then have to minus Tyvar to get a plant. So I think I'm not allowed to keep second roots, sadly. As much as I might want to. I think I just need to get creatures in my yard. Could also just die if they have Monstrous Rage. Or a spell, by the looks of it. Yeah, any spell. Cool, cool. Good talk. Certainly a spell. Game free. Alright. I wonder if I'm ever meant to like trim a Maverick. Odds like a little move. Sideboarding with the stack seems like such a mystery to me. Oh, the sideboard land might be for when the pilot wanted to like take out Llanowar Elves, huh? That's fascinating. Yeah, everyone, I think it's for when they take out Llanowar Elves. It makes sense, right? It makes a lot of sense. It's interesting. Because against sweepers, you definitely don't want the elves in your deck at all. Start milling. Hope our Molt Tender doesn't die. If our Molt Tender doesn't die, we are off to the races. If our Molt Tender does die, things are about to get a lot more scrappy for us. Oh my god, they don't have the removal spell. That's such good news. So let's find a creature off this Maverick. Those are not creatures. That's pretty sad. Do I ever keep this cash grab just because it's so likely to find me a creature? Yes. And then if the Maverick gets to chump block, that's pretty incredible for me too. Yeah, seems good with double roots. I agree. I worry that I'm under a very tight clock with the slick shot in play, but I think it seems a bit hard to turn down the cash grab. Fascinating. If they attack on the ground, we do get this Maverick dead. And then we potentially make 6 plants next time. Yeah, opponent sees that they just are not allowed. Sees that we basically have moat in play. Wow. A lot of plants. Do I get back Overlord? Because it's another return. Yeah. Overlord seems pretty nice. I could also just make a flying lifelinker to block Slick Shot, but yeah, I think I want the Overlord. Then we go for the Overlord. Do another mill. Unfortunately, if we get back the Tyvar, that puts us minus 2 plants, which I think is pretty illegal right now. I probably just want to get back this Osteomancer. Yeah. Or just cast the elf. Maybe I shouldn't get too fancy and should just put the elf in play. Yeah, the problem is I get 2 less plants if I get back Tyvar. I think getting like a 6/7 and a 5/6 plant in play is so nice. Like, we're just threatening to kill them almost. And they can't attack us on the ground ever. They have to kill us with a single show off when we have a Qarsi Revenant coming to give one of our things lifelink. They need to find a Floodmore. Otherwise, they just can never win. Yeah, huge army. It's pretty crazy. That is not a Floodmore, my friend. Not even close. Slickshot is good now again. Yeah, I quite like Slickshot at the moment. I went off of it for a little while. But I think it's important to have like at least a couple copies. Helps fight against some of the hate. The card is like weirdly nice against High Noon, because you can spend mana plotting it, and then bounce to High Noon later in the game to set up a kill. Oh my gosh, we're gonna get a huge Qarsi swing. Let's go. We can play the Gorehounds that we're milling off doing this. We can Qarsi onto our 6/7. Gets us 2 triggers to find a creature to put in the yard for our Molt Tender. Sadly, we failed to find one. That's okay. We don't have a creature in the yard. What happens if I attack all? They go to 11 off this plant. They can block 5 things. They kind of have to block 5 things. Oh, did CFT have no slick shots? I haven't actually looked at CFT's list yet. I have not had the opportunity. Qarsi should give vigilance. I agree. We don't have lethal. I need to hold some toughness on defense. So if I do this, this puts them to 11. And they'd need to block 2 things. Problem is if I throw in this 4/5 or 3/4. Yeah, I think this is the right number of attackers because this forces 2 blocks. I think like each additional attacker after this needs to be like a pair of attackers, which is so much worse because we lose 2 blockers to get rid of one of their attackers. Should give horsemanship. Incredible. Oh, thank you, Avawan. I've been wanting to see this. They lose 2 attackers. We go to 13 and we hope we don't die. Our 2 Thunder Trap Trainer is fascinating. I love the sideboard half element. I mean, perhaps predictably, I really enjoy CFT's deck building. Very interesting to me. They're gonna hope we don't block? Question mark. All right, 2-0 against Izzet with Roots. Let's go. We'll take it. Take the wins. Yeah, I like half elemental a bunch. I'm a fan.